Well, today is day one in our journey through the Word. We continued our reading through Psalms, and we're not in here, I don't believe, much longer, but just words of encouragement as we continue to read, or at least there have been words of encouragement to me. In today's reading, I had to wonder how many times have we asked, why do good things happen to those who don't walk with the Lord? Why do they get the wealth, the popularity, the pretty girl, the handsome guy? Why does it seem God blesses them when they don't even acknowledge Him? David asks the same question in the Psalms today, or the writer of the Psalms that we read today asks the same question. In fact, I bet that same question has not changed since David wrote those words, or since those words were written. They don't have troubles like other people. They're not plagued with problems like everybody else. Yet we say that about the rich and famous. David wrote those words in Psalm 73:5. They don't have trouble like other people. They're not plagued with problems like everybody else. These fat cats, I love that phrase in 73:7. These fat cats have everything their hearts could ever wish for. But look at me. I struggle. I struggle with finances, or with self-esteem, or there's so many things that we want to say that we struggle with, and we look at those that appear to be better off, are better than we are, and we say, how can God bless them when I follow Him, and yet they seem to receive the blessings? But the psalmist goes on and says, what does God know, they ask. And they that they're talking about is described as the wicked, the fat cats. It's saying that they say that. What does God know? Snub their nose at God. Turn their nose up to God. We don't need God. We don't need a God. We have multiple. We have gods, is what they say. What does God know? Look at these wicked people enjoying a life of ease while riches multiply. Again, we say these same words today, and we want to ask the same questions. Why do these wicked people seem to have the wealth and the popularity that go around, that people desire? Look at how they live, though. They mock God, and yet they are blessed. At least it appears that way. In our eyes, it appears that way. If we had their wealth, their popularity, their talent, would we follow God? It's easy to say yes. It's easy to say yes when you don't have. But maybe God's protecting us, protecting our hearts. So our focus isn't on keeping our wealth, or keeping our popularity, or keeping our talent, or keeping our friends. But our focus on it is on our relationship with God. And by understanding the wealthy are concerned about keeping their wealth, not losing it. They don't want to lose their wealth, and so they so focus on keeping it. So do they focus more on that than they do on God? And maybe that's what God's protecting us from. The writer of the Psalms in 73:18 reminds us, truly, you put them, and them again, he's talking about the wicked, on a slippery path and send them sliding over the cliff to destruction. In an instant, they are destroyed. A bad day on the stock market, destroyed. A voice, lost. Popularity, lost. Destroyed. Quickly, in the blink of an eye, destroyed. Honestly, their life is no better. They walk on slippery rocks. They walk on slippery slopes. And we have seen time after time how devastating their fall can be. Not that our falls aren't hard, but with God on our side, as we talked about yesterday, with God walking before us and God walking behind us, and God standing there holding our hands, He's there to catch us, to pick us up. But for those who don't know the Lord, when they fall hard. And where do they turn to? Who do they cry upon or cry out to in those times? For one who has no hope, who do they cry to? For those of us who have hope, who do we cry to? We cry to our Lord, and He hears and He listens, and He comes and He carries. I need to learn at a Psalms 72:28. It talks about, or in our reading today, it talks about craving for the Lord, and in Psalms 50:23, that thanksgiving is a sacrifice that truly honors me, honors God. And in Psalm 73:5, it says, whom have I in heaven but you? I desire you more than anything on earth. Desire, crave. Desire is to wish for, long for, crave. And my thought today as I close is, I need to long for, I need to crave for God more than anything else. Not the wealth, not the popularity, not the talent, but God. I need to crave God as I might crave chocolate or food. Bad examples of cravings because they don't satisfy, but in craving God, in time with God, I will be satisfied. In Psalm 72:28, it says, but as for me, how good it is to be near God. Crave God today more than anything else, and you will be satisfied. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow as we continue our journey through the Word.